I think now you understand why asking for permission and accountability are important in our lives as children and as pathfinders. In the Bible, there is a story that makes us think that the main character must have asked for permission. A story where there was respect and trust, concern and consideration, and submission and authority. This is the story of the multiplication of fish and loaves. Although truly it's about the child, main character of the story, who is kind of barely mentioned actually. But the story is also important that it is mentioned in the Bible by 4 different disciples, but only John mentions the boy's name. If it were not for him, this would have been a way different story, or from another perspective. If it were for my this would have been a way different story. But perspection differs. Do you know who I'm talking about? Can you imagine? You may know, you may read John chapter 6, verse 1 to 15, please.
Verse 1. After these things, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a great multitude followed him, because they saw his miracles which he did on them that were diseased. And Jesus went up into a mountain, and there he said to his disciples, and the Passover, the feast of the Jews, was nigh. When Jesus then lifted up his eyes and saw a great company come unto him, he said unto Philip, whence shall we buy bread that these may eat? And this he said to prove him, for he himself knew what he would do. Verse 7. Philip answered him, 200 pennyworth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. One of his disciples came to Simon Peter's brother, saying unto him, there is a lad here, which had 5 barley loaves and 2 small fishes, but what are they among so many? And Jesus said, make them sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down, in number about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed to the disciples, and the disciples to them that they set down, and likewise of the fishes as much as they would. Verse 4. When they were filled, he said unto his disciples, gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost. 18. Therefore, they gathered them together, and filled 4 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which remained over and above unto them that had eaten. Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Jesus did, said, this is of a truth that prophets that should come into the world. When Jesus therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him a king, he departed again into the mountain himself alone.
May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of this word.
Amen.
Okay, imagine you just go to school and you hear that Jesus is around, but you have your lunchbox with bread and fish, and then no one else has the food, but Jesus says to you, come with your food. And then it is distributed among thousands. How would that feel? Having the food that you were given being distributed to thousands, which was multiplied. I don't know, felt big for the boy. But I can imagine the little boy in modern times, in this yellow scarf, white shirt, and green trousers. This boy, having heard that Jesus was in the area, made him feel the desire to go and be with Jesus. But here's a disclaimer. Have you ever noticed that when there is a children's program, we children are early and the church is full? But when there are other programs, no. The chorister sings like 1,000 songs just for people to become quiet in the church. But like we say, Pathfinders of today, leaders of tomorrow. But I think that the leaders of today need some tips from the leaders of tomorrow. I don't know, I'm just saying. I did say disclaimer, so don't say I did one. The story suggests that Jesus was troubled when he wanted to be alone, because John the Baptist had recently died. But when the people heard that Jesus had healed people, they followed him. Jesus had healed all the sick. May you please read Mark chapter 6, verse 55.
Verse 55. And then took the whole region round about, and began to carry about with them those that were sick, where they had been bound.
Thank you. Here we see that Jesus had healed all the sick in the land. The fame of Jesus and the way he healed the people showed compassion for people and made this boy interested in Jesus, and he wanted to know more about him. Today, there are a lot of people who need to hear about Jesus so that they can believe in him and come closer to him. Our friend not only knew about Jesus, but he was interested in going to where Jesus was. Although our character was a boy, he did not have it for himself. He wanted to be where Jesus was, so he had to answer all those questions. Like, imagine your child goes to you and says, I please ask for permission to go somewhere. And then you go like, where are you going? I don't know. Where are you going? And then they go, Jesus. How long will you be gone? I don't know. Maybe a year, a month, a week, or maybe a day. Would you let him or her go? But the mother knew and trusted in the Lord and knew he or she be born. That's why we ask for permission. In both the present and the past, there are places that our parents knew that are very, very dangerous. Even though we say, no, I can take care of myself, I'll fight all those robbers. In the Bible it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. So if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. Or in other words, in uncertainty lies danger. Are you following? Or just talking to myself? Just nodding, going like, amen, amen. When I ask what did I just say? I don't know. You're following? Jesus' fame generated confidence in people. Thousands of people crowded around him. The people who had heard about Jesus, you and I, are privileged to be Pathfinders. Do you know how many people in this church wish that happened? I want to be Pathfinder. I want to go back in time and become a Pathfinder. I wish to be marching. I wish marching. It's an honor to be a Pathfinder. I would dare to affirm that the mother of the boy was aware of Jesus' fame, and so were her neighbors. She trusted that her child would be saved. John 6 verse 9 tells us that the boy was brought to Jesus with food his mother had made for him, and he was the only person with food in the entire crowd, which had over 5,000. And imagine having food and meeting the Son of God. Just take a breath and just say, I wish that I once saw Jesus and that he should go. Although the Bible does not say a lot about the boy, images, loaves, and fishes make history that is still remembered today. No matter how old you are, you should always follow, trust, and love the Lord. Even when the mother did not know where the son was going, she let him go with Jesus, and the son said, surely